Now, today's main topic is how to use our machine. Means how to make a simple remedy, how to copy a remedy, how we can make a nosode of the from this machine, and how to make a medicine in large quantity. And these are the most important topic we will have to discuss. We will be discussing today. And so many, I have seen 1 or 2%, they are having this machine since so many years, but they have not yet started using it. My effort of explaining this to my own team is the correct way of using Vibrionic machine. From where they have to start the setting the number. They still have a confusion because some Western instrument, they're starting from the reverse, from the last knob. So they sometimes take a reference from that, or you can say they are more confused by reading other design and other concept, or so likewise. So it will be confused. So it is a magnetogeometric application instrument, MGA instrument, based on the Malcolm Ray and David Tansley and Jan Combe. This is what I am going to explain here. And I was very lucky. I was very, very lucky that great Swami Anandji was my great guru. Always love me whenever he comes to Bangalore. He used to invite me wherever he is, and he used to show me different countries made Vibrionic machine, and even he used to encourage me to adapt such thing in Indian make machines, and I have seen, and I was very lucky, I can say that. So now whatever I say, this is only applicable to all MGA type of machines. MGA means magnetogeometric applications type of machine. They in these only we will get a base 10, base 336 and base 44. And yesterday we have seen what is the difference between base 10 and base 44. And base 336 is directly derived as a number. So we don't get, there is no any tolerance there. But I say, since it is represented in the geometric form, since it is also represented in the geometric form, those 0 to 9 or 0 to 10 division also can be done fractions of 44 division. So each sector comes about 8.18 degree. In that time, when we are finding out our own rate, that time it will be accurately we can set that particular rate so that we can get the accurate remedy. So almost and I want to cover up here. I must have already told you in my previous sessions what is the advantages of deriving the rate. What is the advantage of deriving the rate? Why I say batch remedies made out of this machine are more powerful than purchasing from outside. Why? That is because first of all, these numbers are derived long back. Long back means at least 25 years back. And how much pollution has come, affected our whole world universe, you can say. So these batch flower remedies are picked up from the UK jungle. There, again, without the introduction to the Dr. Batch, this batch flower remedy won't be covering everything. Means the Dr. Batch was the allopathic doctor. He did the extensive researches in the intestinal bacteria. You must have seen there are so many intestinal bacteria. He has proved it. And then he was having a lot of intuition, sixth sense. So he was such in the book of, I think so, I don't remember. I think so. It is a Clark. Clark has explained in one of his book that Dr. Batch was such. He was having intuition. The next patient, what complaint he will be telling, For that complaint, that medicine already he will be giving to his assistant. That patient comes and talk to the doctor batch, and exactly the medicine what he gave to his assistant was matching to his complaint. So that much intuition he was having, the doctor batch. Then he wanted to give this our whole humankind, a simple system, simple and non-poisonous and very effective. So what he did is he went into the jungle and he picked up, he spoke to we can say when you go to the old manuals of a batch, it's very well explained. He used to talk to the plant or flower. Flower is the most, flower, if you don't pluck, it will fall itself. So flower is the end product, I mean last product of any plant. So he says the mildest, and like sun and moon. Moon affects our brain. Likewise, he thought that flowers are mildest in nature, and those can be picked up for making the batch flower remedy. And you know how this batch flower is made traditionally, originally how they made? They took the flowers and different flowers. As I told you, he identified around 37 flowers plus one rescue remedy. So all 38 flowers he means combinations he identified, and he made for every one emotion, he made a remedy. And for a batch flower remedy, definitely we will discuss in the next some other session, because it's very interesting because we are using it wrongly. We are using it where we want some other correction, we are using some other, so we will not get the result, and we may have maybe blaming the doctor batch itself or the instrument. But it's not like that. You should say where is our hurdle. For example, so few example I will tell you. Aspen is for a known unknown fear. Mimulus is for known fear. Like that. What do you call another one? Agri-money. Agri-money is for any negotiation. Or if you want to see, name itself is like, you have to make someone agree that you take agri-money. So like there are so many things are there. Mustard is for depression. Chicory is for making spendthrift. So you will not spend much, and he will look into the self. So likewise, many things are there. Now here I want to say, he picked up that point, means flowers. Traditionally, how do we do it? They take a distilled water or a rainwater, pure rainwater they take, and they make that flower float on that rainwater and put it in the sun. So whatever the precipitation we get from that flower is taken as a batch flower remedy. Batch flower remedies are never available in the potency form. It is the only thing, because we can't produce, because batch flower remedies are, they separately not recognized as a therapy. In homeopathy, they took everything. Even biochemical therapy is other than the homeopathic medicine principle. Still, they take it in a homeopathy, and they print as the homeopathic remedy, and they follow the biochemic principle. Likewise, in homeopathic pharmacy, you get hornbeam 30, like hornbeam 200, like that they give. But there is nothing, because just to satisfy the government statutory requirement, they do like that. But here, I come to point now, if remedy is made 10 years ago, and with the sunflower is, and that effectiveness, what will happen? Since so many years, it will decay, because Ayurvedic principle is like that only. Ayurveda what says? Means within some specified period, if you are using, that will be useful. Otherwise, it loses its vitality. In Ayurveda, it's like that. Because in homeopathy, is not in the reverse. As you lose the vitality, it becomes more powerful, because it becomes so subtle. As the power goes less and less in our homeopathy, that subtleness will increase, and they are more powerful and never fail. And never, it doesn't means always homeopathy medicine, they work years together. That is the advantages. Now here I say, why vibronically produced batch of flower remedies are more powerful. This is my discussion today. Because see, when it was plugged up, that flowers plucked and made the remedy, it is a very fresh within the expiry limit. Means there is no expiry in these such cases, because they add brandy or something, some preservative, and keep that mimulus and mustard and so all the batch flower remedies. But during that period, that medicine has taken as an essence for deriving the rate. When I say, when you want to have the fresh effect of that any material or any flower, that time you need to derive the rate. Otherwise, there are so different ways. Recently, I think so, there was a question. If we use, can we buy the samples and keep duplicating it and give the remedy? Yes, it is possible, but you do it only when you don't have rate for that in your book. If you don't have rate in your book, that means that will not. If you have that sample, that is around 10 years back, 5 years back, any old sample, you are making a remedy out of that, it is less powerful as making a remedy from the radionic rate mentioned in the numerical materia medica. So, during when making the remedy in the numerical materia medica, the fresh batch flower remedies are taken, and that freshness will remain thousands of years. Thousands of years means we are just passed around 45 years, 40, 50 years now. This MGA, magnetogeometric application, was born just 50 years back. So let it be there for around thousands of years. At least, I'm sure that this world will not destroy within next 1,000 years. We will have a different thing. But the freshness what we had 50 years ago, that will remain next thousands of years. Till the time you are using this particular rate and this particular designed machine specially to produce those essences. I think so, it's very clear. So here, while deriving, how you do? We take the reference. See, Malcolm Ray did not produce any papers. The homeopathy up to date, there is a one paper. You can search in Google, you will get, that is 1.5 page write-up. That much only is that that is there in for Malcolm Ray. In that one, very sufficiently they are given how the MGA was developed. And yesterday's question, why not instead of why not a partial radii, why not the straight line up to the center of the circle? This was also explained there. If somebody is everybody is eager to know, Google for homeopathy up to date Malcolm Ray, you will get 1.5 pages article. That much only available from the Malcolm Ray. And his next, Nick Frank is there. I was a very good friend of mine, because we are there since very long period, and he is officially handling the all UK's cards and instruments. And I was lucky to have a correspondence with him. So we exchanged some thoughts regarding the how to make the millisimal potencies and all we discussed. So likewise, my again point is, I think so it is well understood. Suppose if you purchase an apple today, I will give one more small example so that you will be very well convinced. So if you purchase an apple today, and that apple you can derive the rate, fresh apple. So, but if you keep 2-3 days that apple, it will stale. I mean, it will start spoiling. But the rate was 2-3 days back rate. So when you use that rate for making the remedy, or you can say apple juice or the effect of apple, it will be fresh as if 2 days back only. It will not be today's apple, because numbers are fixed, because it is generated as per the celestial arrangement of the universe. So during that time, what fragrance, what beauty, what the importance and what nutrition it had, that is registered as a radionic rate, and that will give always that freshness and fragrances and everything. So the batch remedies made from this Vibronics are far superior than the present whatever is available in the market. And here Mata Narayani, Swami Narayani advises use in 200 potency, but with my practical experience, I have seen 1 mm potency of the batch remedies also works excellent. Okay, now let us come to the point. Now let us come to the point that see what are the Pallavi?
Sir, you had said just now that we should not potentize bark remedies. There was no potency in it.
Yeah, there is no potency. There is no, means actually original batch remedies, they don't come in the potency form. That's why I wanted to say.
So
because
you're saying
it is just
now
labeled 30, 200 just for the legal complications. Just
okay,
they wanted to bring into the homeopathic domain. So that's why they have written some potency, but there is no potency in the batch flower remedies.
But just now you said it's to do it 200?
Yes, Mata Narayani ji, she has advised in her book that when you are making the remedies through this batch vibronic instrument, that time we should set the 200 potency.
Okay.
But originally there is no, we don't get any batch remedies in the potency form.
Potency, yes, that's true. Yeah, okay, thank you.
Now, see now you see in my other close light. Now you can see that. Now you see in my another Prabhakar Toravi, you can just see that these are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 dials. We are starting from the left. You are starting from the left top. This is number 1, number 2. This is number 2, and this is number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, like that. Now I just remember the Sufi rate. What is Sufi rate is 22241 is a Sufi for all digestive problem and everything. So this is right. It is a Hindu writing style, not a Urdu writing style. Means from left extreme to right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like that. If any number is greater than that, you have to do like this. Okay. Now it is very clear that is number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So always now, first of all, when we take the book, rate book, in that one we have a choice for base 10, base 44, and base 336. And I always said base 10 is not so accurate, but still some people want to use it, they can use it. There is no problem. But so here, there is a rate switch here. What is that? Base 44 and base 336. Just everybody remember, with this machine also, you will be able to make base 10 medicine. How? Switch it to base 44. Please note down. Set it to base 44 and use the inner dial. Inner dial means from 0 to 10. Use the inner dial like 22241. That is the 336 rate. So likewise, let me check one of the base 10 rate here. For year 8. Year 8 base 10 rate is 3367. So we'll set that same thing base 10 for year 8 30. So 33367 6 and 7. And setting, you know that base 44 is a refined version of base 10. Base 44 is a refined version of base 10. So I have set 3, 3, 6, 7 and base 40, setting in base 44 and potency is 30. Here I am not using here the main supply, because I already told you, if you use the digital versions, if you use the digital versions function, this machine will be life will be multifolded, because everything is operating from this laptop itself. So I will show you that. Now you can see that, you know, we are I have connected to I shared the screen, and you can see, and another here I have already set the base 10 rate. Then I'll be keeping the remedy in the bottle. Remedy means that's a water or alcohol or a pills, you can keep it here. Then there is a function in this main, make a remedy from analog. When I connect this here, you will see that, you know, red light and the green light is visible. Okay, so green light and red lights are visible. So it will when till then you get these two, means you are transmitting the code through from the software to the machine. And this is very safe because we are not connected the power supply there, and there is very less moving parts here, and very less components are used in the when you are making through the software. Now you see that make a remedy from analog became green, and here red and green lights also, the LEDs also become off. So now if we do this way, if this our machine is working with the power supply for 10 years, with the software, it will work for 30 years, 3 times more, because less active components will be used during the computer operated function, and you will never be, you know, stuck. Or yeah, I'm not, because no, we are not able to make a remedy like that. It will never happen to you, because it is for my own safety. If any person not able to use the analog, I mean from the power adapter, they will be able to do it from the laptop. And I advise, because making a remedy from the laptop, it looks very fancy also. And there is one more provision also here. You can see here, I was telling you that when you there are, I will give one example here. Any written sentences can be converted into a energy remedy, like Hansojeshana, Sehiki, Chokure. Likewise, can also be used here. Seheki. If a Seheki you want to give, that is a Reiki symbol. You can want to give that. And what else you want to give? Balance thyroid. Or you can say thyroid balance thyroid. Means when it is as good as you are talking to a cell, what you want from the person. It is called as an information medicine. And other than that, when you can set the same thing by in the machine also, like thyroid, hypothyroidism are there, hyperthyroidism are there. They are available in our numerical materia medica. So that time numerical materia medica, that time we will be able to add these additional suggestion, additional affirmation to our main remedy. Now I am doing here, suppose I am setting this Seheki, balance, thyroid, and when I'm making this, you will see that again, those commands, those information will flow into these rates. From these rates, we are getting the remedy here. Means whatever you are setting in the information we are given here, that information will be taken by these 9 knobs, and altogether it gives out your remedy. So this is the advantages of the digital vibronics. And when there is another advantage in this is, I have for a Ram is a name of the person I just given for our demo. And when we go to that file, let us go to the file. File is already open. I'll give you. And see, already we get a RAM here. I think so. Again, we'll have to do. Let me, by this, when I say from imprint from 1 to 4, again, because I have given, if in a busy practice, if you want to add only 4 digits, that time you can add 4 affirmations and make a remedy. When we are making a remedy, that time 4 important things will be imprinted, and you can just go through here. I was telling you, copy from input to output. Also from here itself, we will be able to copy the means from the input to output, and on desired potency, you want to make a same to same. And also there is a neutralize button here. If you want, you're wrongly, or you can say anyone, water is there, or you can say crystal is there. You want to first neutralize that, and you want to use it. That time you have to neutralize and use it. So we'll see for the distance healing. I have given there is a repetition numbers. So you can either repeat for whole night. I say for 51 times. If you set for 51 times, it will take whole night and transmit these affirmation, this is information. As yesterday I asked one question, whether Om written in the different language has a different effect or same effect. And most of you was the opinion that even Om written in any language will have the same sanctity. So here what we are doing is, we are transmitting the affirmations in a digital form, and Russian experiment already proved that let the affirmation be, or you can say communication be in any language, even in a digital language. I mean bits, zeros and ones, it will carry the intention, and it will reach to the biological substances like a plant, animal, and human being. Now after imprinting, we get a Seheki imprinting completed, balance thyroid improvement completed, like that. When we go back to the file, in the same name, I think so. Yeah, it is visible. I will share now the another one. See, we'll see in this one, you see that whatever the name we gave, RAM is available. In RAM, what information is there? The same information what we try to implement here, that is available in the at what time we use this instrument, what time, and who was the person, and what all the remedies we transmitted, everything will come into this when it will be automatically stored in a file. So no need for keep writing those things and all. So this is the advantage here. So Amiji wanted to ask me something.
Sir, with reference to the machine, I wanted to see if the system or your laptop is connected to this device,
Yes.
MK5 machine. If so, please help us show that connectivity. How is that you have connected? What are the cables are required in order to?
This is a RS-232 cable. Here,
Okay.
I have made a two count. This one, it is connected here in laptop in a USB port. This is a USB port, and here connected to RS-232 serial communication.
Okay.
Serial communication, and here there is another power point for the 5-volt adapter. So here we are not using 5-volt adapter. We are using directly the serial port. So from serial port we are operating through this in software is directly means it's a very interesting thing is that we are
sorry, the software is cloud-based software or standalone software?
It is standalone software. It is standalone. No internet is required. No internet is required, and all functions are done within that itself. Means no even offline also you will be able to work.
Okay. In that case,
and go through those the columns whatever you were having there, and I request you to go through that columns. See here, we can find out the personal code also in this one. This personal code also you can take, and here I have done the left side pink box is there. There you can write the your intention. What intention is there? HEALTHY. HEALTHY. Healthy life. Okay. And for healthy life, what we want? Mahamrutyunjaya mantra. Mrutyunjaya. Okay. Here, Mahamrutyunjaya mantra, for what you want to use, that you can give healthy life. And better, same mantra can be used for so many different purposes. Here you can type the purposes. Like, Gayatri mantra, you must have experimented many things. Gayatri mantra and or Agnihotra mantra and all. For different purposes. You can write different purposes there and do the generate button. Since I already told you, if anything you are getting in between 0, again the generate that one. So we will generate till we get no zeros in between. So now for Mahamrutyunjaya mantra, for healthy life, we can use 1431573. Like that, you can generate the radionic rates for your intention, for any thoughts, by using this software. And this software is connected to this ways, celestial position it is taking. It is taking means it is working on the principle of Prashna Kundali. I told you Prashna Kundali system is perfect, correct, but who is predicting may be wrong. So on that basis, because this was appreciated by one of my friend who designed the Ether one, the world's most wonderful predicting software. When I was discussing with him in the public forum, then I given him this idea. So because it is all, I was telling yesterday, there are few methods where we can predict the future. Random number is one of them, but only random number won't solve the purpose. Random number along with the celestial timing, present timing in the microsecond form, then we get the correct gist, because that will take the reference of now. If you are taking only running the random number, it can show any particular place, any time, or you can say every time it will show the same random number, because random number is also a program. So here we are converting it to true random number by multiplying by the celestial clock. So that one is used here. So here whatever we get the rate, they are more accurate. Rate, when whatever you are getting here, they are more accurate, and they refer to the time also. So likewise, now we'll put it in the next topic. Why just showed you that I will connect now to the power. See, there is one thing, either you have to connect to the power, or you have to connect to that RS-232 thing. So now when I'm connecting to the power, again this light will come on, and this as good as most of you have this type of machine. And see, everything is same from 1 to everything is same here. Then we have got the pulsate and the treat mode. Pulsate is used for making the remedy, and treat is for making the remedy. Pulsate is for transmitting the remedy, or when you want to make just like pumping something inside some oil or water, anything like that. When you are using this, you have to use this mode. So for example, 22241 22241 was my number, that's Sufi number. When you want to make that, you can keep water on this and you can charge. If we are using oil or something else, it will take more time. For that reason, we are using it pulsate and treat. Pulsate, here in this pulsate, the frequency is little high. So don't mind, your pulsate is very slow. Don't complain that my pulsate is slower than this. So it was his requirement. He wanted this frequency to, you should get it. So I have designed as per his, I just customized as per his requirement. So now in this one, you see there are yellow, white and orange, three colors dial is there here. Orange, that white, yellow, white and orange. So yellow, that is a LM potency. If those who are not a homeopath, don't worry. It is no need to think what is LM and all. But in our book, everything was given, whether you have to set to X potency or C potency. If you want to put a C, put C means, see, all written in white color. All written in white color, they are coming under the C scale. Simple, that much only you can think. Because if you there is no one can restrict you for learning in detail, right? So homeopathic potencies, if you want to see, means 100, 1:100 dilution. 1 drop into of the previous potency put into the 99 drop of the alcohol or water, a distilled water. In pharmacy, they don't waste this much of alcohol. They do it in a distilled water. And when they are approaching, suppose they want to make a 30 potency, from 28 potency, they start using the alcohol. So likewise, so all these written in white color, they are on C potencies. So all are coming under orange. Orange are in the X potencies. Some of our Krishnamurti's remedies, they are in 100x, 1000x, 500x like that. So why he does it? Because he thinks nobody can make those in those potencies. But we vibronic practitioner can do it in X potencies also. Okay. Now I think so. You understood the scale. You understood the scale of that LM potency and the C potencies and X potencies, and is already mentioned there. How to you said that. Now we'll take the next one. How we can copy? How to copy? How to copy? First, let us see how to copy the allopathic medicine. Because allopathic medicine can be copied for two purposes. One is to, if allopathic medicine has created some side effect, if you want to remove that side effect, that time also this activity is done. And you want to give the effect of allopathic medicine without the side effect. That time also this is used. This is the tablet now which I used during my severe problem, Ultraset. That you have to put inside this bottle. If you make a powder, and that will be good, make that powder and put into this bottle. And here the rule is same. The whatever you are keeping in the in well, the out well material and everything should be same. I am using two similar bottles here, made up of same plastic, and I repeat, they should be circular in the base. Why? Because our geometry, magnetogeometry is represented in the circle. So some people making the vibronic machine using the square input and output, that is not correct. As per the basic principle of magnetogeometry, we should have a circle only, and we are using the circular bottles only, and set everything to 0. When I want to make an antidote of this allopathic medicine, then I just press one click. This is in some of my machine, they are red in color, and now it is in black in color. It depends on the stock what I get from the market. So don't complain that my switch button is red and here it's black. Sometimes I'm joking. So likewise, that when that green light goes here, whatever here I am putting water into it, this water will have the effect of, it will have the Ultraset 200 potency. I had to powder it in the in well, and the water we get is Ultraset 200. If at all any side effect it has made, it will be solved by that one. And yes, madam, I think so you have got some doubt.
Prabhakarji, I don't understand what you mean by antidote.
Antidote is a homeopathic language. It comes under the homeopathic language. If any medicine has created a side effect.
Yeah, that's true.
Side effect. So, if removing that side effect, we use the antidote. So it is a homeopathic word. Homeopathic word. They generally used for neutralizing the side effect of one remedy.
So you're creating that by duplicating the same medicine?
Yes, we are creating here by duplicating the same medicine. This duplicated medicine can be used in two ways.
Okay.
One is removing the side effect.
Okay.
And another is making similar effect, but without any side effect.
Oh, I see. Okay.
In this way, Mata Narayani, Swamiji, our all healers are there in our group. They are aware. It has been told to them that if you potentize any medicine in a 200 potency and take it, it will be helping without any side effect. And I have myself has done the means it is a principle of magnetogeometry. One person who was with me, he had a skin rashes from the erythromycin. So what I did, I took the same erythromycin, potentized to 200 potency, and when we gave back to the person, that all this allergy has gone back. The same reference, I want to tell here one more thing also. The same way as we used the allopathic tablet, here we can use a drop of blood. Here you take a water, crystal water or any water in this, and take a diabetic prick, which you can take a one droplet, So use that and take a 1 drop of blood and with water, hold this and shake like this. That time the water will become little pinkish. So that is sure that a drop of blood has entered into the water. Then keep that water here and take a normal pills or alcohol, anything like that. Potentize to 200 potency and give this as a 3 drop 3 times a day or 5 drops 2 times a day, like that. This can be given. It erased the allergic condition of the digestive system and as well as skin and so many things. And I generally advise I give
sir,
it
you
for,
put it in the in cup. You put it in the in cup, the blood.
yeah, we have to put it in the this half. We put a water and just 1
Yes.
drop of blood. You put it into that and just shake it. It will become pinkish. That you have to put in the in well.
In well.
And out well, you have to use the normal water or alcohol.
Okay.
So that time we potentizing the blood to 200 potency. By using this potency scale, we will be setting this potency scale 200 potency, and that time whatever we are keeping in the in well will be potentized in the out well.
Yes.
So this is a potency very, very useful. If you don't know, if you are stuck somewhere and one person was having big boils all over body. I just took his blood first time and made a remedy like this. Within a month, his all blood boils reduced. Then later I took his pus and pus form, whatever pus was coming, secretion coming out of that wound. Then I took here and shake that. I made again the potency to 200 potency. When that is used, again he become all that boils are reduced. And one more, my professional secret, that is no secret for me, because everybody should do the same activity and learn. One person with a eczema or psoriasis, you can call, he was shedding all the skin. White skin was coming. When he comes to our home, our clinic, we used to clean that all sediments, skin scales. What we did is, I told him, whenever you are shedding your that scales of the skin, you put into this bottle and bring us. Then when he brought this, and we put a little bit of water and put into the machine and potentized to 200 potency, he's far better. His shedding has reduced. And his wife accepted him. Otherwise, he kicked him out because his all scales are shedding and all. She was scared. She will also get that. But they are happy now. They are happy now only because of this therapy.
Okay,
only because of this potentizing his own scales. And I have done like that. It's a wonderful technique. Because that's why I'm sharing with you, why I want to discuss with you is that there are many ways how you can work with this instrument. Please do that. You have already spent the money for this.
Sir, I was just wondering that maybe if you do it with the blood, then that person doesn't need to take the medicine already in the blood. It will go and affect him.
No, come again, ma'am. I'm not understood.
What I'm thinking is, since you have the blood over there, and if you put the a healing remedy in cup and you put the blood in the out well, then the person may not even need to take the medicine because the blood will get healed.
Yes, correct. No, not this way, ma'am. It is not a healing. We are making the potency from the blood. We are not using his blood for the distance healing. No, as you are right, we are not using that blood for distance healing. Here we are using his blood for potentizing, neutralizing his poisonous effect in his blood.
Right, and can it also be used for distance healing?
It is also can be used for distance healing, but since blood, it should be taken into the blotting paper, and blood carries so many contagious things. We don't encourage that.
Oh, okay.
Instead of that, we can go for nail samples, and even we can tell themselves to put in the plastic cellophane packet and write their name, so that we can surely say whose hair samples are these.
Okay, and the other thing, Okay. Okay.
So this way means our blood can be neutralized. I mean, any poisonous effect can be neutralized by potentizing the blood.
Okay, because there's a school of thought that anyway, that's a different topic.
Yeah,
Okay,
come
sir.
on, madam. I encourage you. Come. What do you want to say?
Yeah, what I want to say is, sir, if that is the so, then we can benefit lots of people who are suffering as yes.
We are fully charged here. We want to treat the nutrition kids here. We have got a nutrition 50M. If it is given to the malnutrition kids in the school, we can produce a very good future youth in our India. But who will take this risk? If tomorrow somebody come to us by saying that after drinking your water, my child is sick, who will stand for this? We are fully charged, but only thing is we should do everything with caution. Caution means if we can give our own kid or against our friend's kid, we can convince him. See, this is the water charged with nutrition 50M. I give many children come here for a lack of memory. I give here tops 10M, one remedy, also nutrition 50M. So that if nutrition problem is there, by which they are not able to pick up in the school, that also will be looked after. So Vibronic, we are fully charged, but only thing is we want right person to use it. And second thing is all our practitioners should know what else my instrument can do. Otherwise, that is also useless.
Right.
If they don't know what to do with this, now I'm telling you, if somebody already having some side effect of that, potentize the blood and give, and you will see that it will have a very good result.
Okay, sir.
So next we will take, and we now came to know that how we made the medicine from the allopathic medicine.
Yes.
And we also did from the blood. Now see, another point is we want to make from the herbal medicine. This is a herbal medicine. We have to again powder it and put into this bottle. This bottle, powder into bottle and put little bit of water here. This has been explained in many of the Vibronic guides. Okay, and Amiji, you wanted to ask something. Please let me clear your doubts.
Yeah. But the beauty of this Vibronic machine is that it has got no side effects. So I'm damn sure that things will not be aggravated going further.
No, but why take chance?
No. It is sir. Tulpule sir is telling because it is on the safety ground also, because we don't know. Yeah. We don't know the person who is coming to you, having what all that problem, and whether are you able to handle his blood safely.
Correct.
Those things are also there. But anyway, if you are potentizing any blood, if any deficiency is there in the blood, it will rectify, no doubt. But it should not be in regular practice what he is telling, and we should respect his experience.
Yeah, I understand. Yes. There are certain cautions.
But Amit Bhai's point is very valid, since there's no side effects in this.
Yeah, handling thing is something we need to be really cautious about. People who are Vibronics. Yeah, that will be taken care.
Okay, now let us go to the.
For our one's purpose, we can use it now, sir.
In case of thalassemia, where the bone marrow is not at all functioning, in such scenario, probably people who are experienced can share their thoughts at the end of this session. Thank you.
See, now the last topic is last topic is how we can make in a larger quantity. I have given many adapter, many cables along with this, but people they are confused how to use it. I was telling you can use. I have given this red type of thing, and some people are olden days. We are maybe in different color, but that system will be there. One side banana plug, and another side this crocodile clip. So here, when you want to make any remedy in a large quantity, I'm just showing here a small vessel, but it can be up to 5 liters. See, you just take this and clip into the edge of the vessel. That vessel should be only from metallic container, and that vessel should not be kept on the ground. Whether something, if rubber pad or some book can be kept here, and when you set any remedy, after setting remedy, you want to make in large quantity, just clip it and just put a same functioning. Make a treat, so it can be up to 5 liters. So I have provided to many people this time a kind of that cable, maybe a card machine, maybe this dial machine. For everything is the same. For a dial, card machine, you need to keep for 3 minutes. Here for 1 click, so you can make in large quantity. And second thing, when you want to make a second remedy, you have to remove this clip. Don't try fiddling the tuning knobs. Just keeping here, keeping the connected here, and don't try to make a second number, because when you are dialing, though there is no main power supply, there is a leakage current in every electronic circuit. Leakage current also will make some remedy. For that reason, either disconnect from this crocodile clip or disconnect from this banana plug, then set the second remedy and put back this banana plug here and press for the second remedy. Like that, many remedies can be combined in the large form also. Why some people have a habit of, means they prescribe batch remedy for taking bath, for such thing like crab apple and so many, sweet chestnut for taking the divine blessing. So many things are there. You can take, or you can take 1 chambu and put it in your bathing tub or a bathing bucket. You can take from that also. Means this is how we can make medicine in the large quantity. I think so. We have covered everything. How to make a remedy, how to make a single remedy, what are the potencies, C potency, X potency, LM potency. LM potency, you don't worry. If you when you come across some LM potency doubt, you directly call me, I will tell you. And second one, how to potentize. We have potentized the allopathic medicine for removing the side effect of allopathic medicine, and also giving a effect without any side effect. Also we have done it. And we have made the herbal medicine. While doing herbal medicine, you put a little bit of water, make it wet. This is what is being, it is explained while making the herbal remedy. And see, here I am telling you, when you are having the herbal medicine for making a remedy, if you are keeping it as a sample, for after some time it will destroy. I mean, it will decay, or it will give the smell. Instead of that, what you do, you try to derive the rate of any herbal remedy. How to do it? I will explain once again. It's I don't, I must have covered in many my sessions. I will tell you once again. This is a great thing. Suppose you want to make any remedy, and there is no right and wrong here, and this perfectly it follows the principle of quantum physics. So role of the observer is very much important. So suppose I want to derive the rate for this herbal tablet. So I will put into this bottle. I will keep in the well. Then I will operate the last. I will operate on the last pendulum. I mean, last knob. Let me see what digit is showing. It is showing digit as a 6 digit. And those who are not having stick pad, my only next version has only got the stick pad and other thing. Here, that is on circuit detection. That is more accurate than this. But now let us go to the first dial. So first dial it is showing when I want to see. I was always telling you, first always use the outer dial. So I am setting it now, change it to 336. Then it is 14, and this is for my own just example. You may have to wait for longer time for stabilizing the pendulum. Then next, okay, that 40, and fifth one is a 9. 9 means 44, and the last last digit, wherever it is going. So it is going to 38. So my remedy for this herbal remedy, what is the rate? What is the rate now? I have to take the outer dial. So it is 1008 rating, not the 336. So while doing, how we have to set that? We should set into 336. We should set into 336. Then the 44 divisions rate. What is the 44 division rate here? 15 and 27 and 5, 14 and 41 and 38. This is a number. We have to just count that number, wherever we have found that pendulum was oscillating, and that is a rate for this herbal remedy. And that time, this rate, whatever we got it will be as effective as this herbal ingredient. That means if this herbal remedy is kept for 10 years, it will decay, it will not have any power. But we derive the rate, that rate will always give the same effect. Means today this medicine is manufactured just 3 months back. So the number what we derived will always give the remedy which the rate of that, power of that remedy will be as good as manufactured 3 months back. I think so. That's end of my how to use the instrument, how to use this fullest extent, how to make in a large quantity. I think so. It is covered. Thank you very much. If someone has got doubt, please come, sir.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
For the mantras, homas and shlokas, what potency should be used?
Sir, all 10M and CM potency they are using. They are advising 10M and CM potency. All mantras are 10M and CM.
Okay, sir.
Because some mantras are commands also. So commands generally we use a 10M. So in that way, if you want to have that command effect, you use a 10M potency. If you want to have that soul effect, like in mantra effect directly, like Om should be set to CM potency.
Right.
And any Vasudeva and Mahamrutyunjaya mantra should be set to 10M potency.
Right.
Yes, sir.
And one more question, sir.
Sir.
When we are copying allopathic medicine, many times we do direct copying, keeping everything on 0, and just copy it.
Okay.
So what Mataji has advised is using 200 potency for that.
Yes, sir.
So that is better.
Yeah,
using
it is our own
200
experience, see, sir, because it is generally once we start getting the experience, and when we found that this is more effective, we can bypass the rules. That's nothing that if you are happy and you are getting good result by doing that, you share in the group, sir, so that it will be useful for others also.
Because what I have been doing is directly copy it. I do it in 2 ways. I directly copy it, keeping everything on 0. And I also derive number.
That is great.
For that particular. So
that's wonderful, sir.
Yeah, I combine the derived number and the copy.
Sone pe suhaga. It's called as Sone pe suhaga.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Excellent.
And it is working very nice. Yeah.
Super. Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Anybody else, sir? Yes, in the group. I think so. We conclude here today, and this was a very important one because people keep asking me from where I should start setting the rates. I got the rate, I got a machine, but from where to start? I think so. I'll be publishing this into the YouTube. You can see many times, and it's a very wonderful information today. I'm very thankful to all group members, so that because of your feedback, or you can say, I could tell everything here, and it's very important for everyone. Thank you very much, sir. If anybody want to tell or share something.
Many questions are answered today.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Jai Chidambaram. Shall we conclude?
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Ravindra sir, for giving the platform.
यस सर, अभी बंद मत करना लैपटॉप आपका, वो कॉपी हो जाने से पहले।
हाँ हाँ सर,
रिकॉर्डिंग बंद करो।
हाँ।